Bertuccio with La Fontanella has already taught us how to make a couple of things, the marinated artichokes, and we've made this delicious pasta that we warmed up our pasta. You made the pesto sauce, you added it with some fresh tomatoes and you sprinkled with some almonds. Oh, and then you pulled out the dessert, and the studio came to a halt. Everybody just stared at this array of deliciousness that you brought. But you want to show me specifically how to make these.
These are the zeppoli di San Giuseppe.
Okay.
And they are donuts. They're hollow inside.
Okay.
So we have to put some filling in them. And
Okay.
this is cannoli filling.
Oh my
so
goodness.
It's ricotta.
Okay.
So we find a little crevice.
So you put it on the bottom.
I put it on the bottom. That's kind of my technique because it's a lot easier. And then just push it in.
Squeeze it in.
And now you have to taste it.
Okay. Hold on, let me think about that. Okay. Oh my goodness. That is incredible. Annie's jealous, standing over there. Well, tell me a little bit about the ambiance. I'll fill some of these.
Okay.
About the ambiance over at La Fontanella. What's it like, and when did you go into business?
The restaurant is a freestanding building. It was an old house that I converted.
Uh-huh.
I came in 1982 from Chicago. I had a restaurant with my mom and dad in Chicago in the old Italian neighborhood. And then I came out by myself and I started this little Italian restaurant, and it is very
authentic in your
yes.
recipes, obviously.
Authentic. My mother's recipes, my grandmother's recipes, my aunts and uncles, whoever I could steal recipes
from? Well,
and I lived in Italy for a year in 1980 when my parents retired out there. So I got to learn a lot about the Tuscan recipes as well as Sicilian.
how am I doing?
You're doing great.
They feel heavy.
Yeah,
Now,
that's the way they should feel.
You pulled these out of the freezer.
I might need to help. I can for my assistance.
You pulled these out of the freezer, and this is gelato.
These are all gelato. We have a cappuccino, a chocolate hazelnut, a pistachio, a vanilla with white chocolate, and here we have the traditional Sicilian cassata, which are the three flavors: the fruit and nut, the pistachio, and the chocolate. And Berto makes all these gelatos, my husband.
Your husband right over there. And it takes him a long time to do this, or he's now got it down to a science.
Oh, please, yes.
He has it down to a science.
God.
I would
Well,
imagine.
it is a science. It was his business. He supplied all the restaurants and hotels years ago until 6 or 7 years ago when he said he'd rather go fishing, so he sold the company.
Oh,
but
my goodness.
it's still, the company is still around. Berto makes it as a hobby for the restaurant for La Fontanella only.
I would love to be married to a man who had that as their hobby.
Oh, are you sure?
I'm sure, and my thighs are sure too.
We'd be 500 pounds.
I used to be 120 pounds.
You know what?
Oh my God.
We'd be happy though. I want to remind everybody that we've had you on today not only to just share your story with your restaurant and your delicious recipes, but also to remind everybody that this is La Fontanella is actually just one of almost 20 Valley restaurants participating in this culinary tour of Italy. So these are Sicilian recipes that we've focused on today, but you can take a look at all of the restaurants and be able to enjoy a 3 or 4 course prix-fixe meal through Sunday, July 31st. We're going to provide a link to their restaurant website as well as the Italian consulate. That's where you can actually get all the restaurants and information.
Okay, stop talking. Eat.
Eat? Well, I want to
You
make
have
sure
to try
everybody
this.
can try to eat it on their own.
Are you open for lunch?
No, dinner only.
I was like so ready to be there for lunch. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Delicious.
You're
Smells
welcome.
great.
Thank you.
Tastes good.
Thank you.
That is amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Coffee.